Hi, myself Rakesh and welcome back to my channel. In this specific video, you are going to learn how to set up UiPath Studio as a developer. As a developer, the installation has to happen in a very different way. In this video, I am going to show you step-by-step method. As a beginner, how do you register? How do you install the studio as a developer? You can install the studio in various different ways. You can install the studio as an unattended setup, as an attended setup, as an automation developer. So this particular video would talk on developer setup, how to install it as an automation developer. What are the steps? What are the correct steps to do it? I'm going to show in this video. By the way, this video is an extract of the previous video for the Automation Beginner 2025 UiPath I have created. However, this video is going to specifically help you to learn the steps of installation and setting up UiPath as a developer. So let's begin. Do you know what is the very first step? The very first step is to register yourself. For that, you have to go to www.uipath.com. You would see a similar page. On the right hand side, you have a very big button which says try UiPath free. Very important button, try UiPath free. Here you need to click on it. Okay, as a beginner, this is where you would be clicking on it. After that, you would see a blank page. For me, it has few things because my email ID has been registered already long back, right? That's why it's showing you have got different organization. But for you, all you have to do, click on create a new organization. This is all you have to click. After that, you would the display name Rakesh Kumar Behra, whatever your name is, and then you select your region. Let's say I'm from India. I'm going to select it and then state. Okay, and then hit on next. This is very important. What does this organization means? Your organization is an automation cloud workspace where you can invite, manage, and collaborate with other members of your team of a company. Let's say, for example, my company name is Automate with Rakesh. So I would keep whatever my company name is. As you are trying, as you are a beginner, you would like to try, you can keep some name. For example, your name is Rakesh, Rakesh company or Rakesh organization, something like that. Okay. So you can keep whatever you like, Rakesh organization. So based on your choice, you can give a proper cloud organization name or your company name and then create organization. I'm going to stop here because I have already created many. I don't want to create too many. All you have to do from here, you have to proceed and continue with the on-screen instructions. Read them carefully, enter the details. It would ask you, send you few codes and XYZ. All you do, you have to follow the instructions on the screen. Okay, that's once you have completed, then we would follow to the next step. So please complete your registration, read all the instructions, and once you are done, please do comment in the video that you have registered successfully. Now, what happens after you have registered? After you have registered, you would see a page something like this, which would say UiPath Automation Cloud, and you would see your name. So this is where you have, after registration, this is where you will be able to log in. Now there is a small difference what you would see and what you are seeing on my screen. Here it is saying staging.uipath.com because I have got access to this staging.uipath.com from UiPath. For you, it will be cloud.uipath.com. That is the only difference. Otherwise, the interface remains almost the same. Now let's see what is the next thing we have to do. What is the next thing? The next thing is I have to download the UiPath Studio. That is our next topic. How do I download? So the UiPath Studio using which you would start your development work. So you need a software or an application. To download that, all you have to do, click on this breadcrumb symbol and I'm going to click on Orchestrator. This is one way, or else from the home page itself, you have something here. Do you see download center? You can click on the download center. This is one way. The other way, there is a question mark here on the right side top corner. Click on this question mark and then click on downloads. So multiple ways. One is you can hit on the download center, or else you can hit on the question mark and click on downloads. These are the two different ways you can reach to the resource center. Or else if you simply type resource center underscore type on the URL, that also will bring you here. So once you are inside the resource center, what you're supposed to do? You might see there are many options. Studio Assistant and Robot long-term support. That means you would be using 24.10.4. This is the long-term support. Then you have Studio Assistant Robot short-term support. Now this short-term support would give you the latest one, whatever the latest is running. Let's say 2025 we are currently, so it will show you the 2025 version. Okay, and if you wanted to know more, you can click on release notes. Okay, and here you would be able to see which version you are going to download, 2025.0.167. It could be higher as you do in the upcoming days, right? So doesn't matter. Here you can see it is 2025. Then below that you have something called robot and assistant, and then robot and assistant. Now if you are a community user, because I am a enterprise license I have got, that's why it is showing enterprise. For you, you might see community. Community means it's open for everybody to try it out, okay, without any additional cost. So here what I would do, because we are interested in using the latest studio, right? So what should I do? All I will do, I'll go to this one and I will select the short-term support, which is the latest one which I have. I'm going to hit on download. Okay, now let the download complete. Okay, it's now downloading. All right, after waiting for a minute or so, I am able to download the studio. Now let's open this up. Okay, now look at the name. The name has UiPath Studio Cloud.msi. When you are downloading the community edition, you might see a word community here. So it doesn't matter. Now all you have to do, simply double click on that. And then the installation window would appear short while. So here you can see this is how the window has appeared. Quick for community users, you can simply select this and hit on install. Pretty simple. Now here what I would do, because I wanted to install as a developer, I would go with custom. You can simply go with community user, doesn't matter, but I would go with a custom. For enterprise and advanced user, I would be selecting this. I would accept the terms. Okay, you can read the license agreement if you need. Okay, now I'm okay with this. I'll simply accept and hit on configure. After this, it will ask you two different options. Select installation mode. Install for me only, install for all users on this computer. Let's say there is a computer where many people are using and you would like to install it on all the users profiles. You should select the second option. The first one, the product will be available to your user account only and will be installed in your profile folder. Local administrator privileges are not required. Here the second option, install for all users on this computer. The product will be available to all users on this computer. You may have multiple user accounts in a computer. It will be available for all of them. This option has more integrations available. And the capability of running unattended automations. Local administrator privileges are required for this. So I'll select the second option and I'm going to hit on choose package. Okay, if you are interested to just install for me, you can do that, not a problem. Choose packages. All right, now here I see three different options: automation developer, attended robot, unattended robot. What is my goal here? My goal here, I want to install as an automation developer. I require a configuration as an automation developer. So I would be selecting the first option. I'll click on advanced settings, and in the advanced settings, it tells you where this installation would happen. It will happen in your C drive, program files, UiPath Studio. It will show you. If you want to install it in some other location, you can pretty well select it. Many people may have D drive or some other drives. You would like to select, install it in a different location. That also you can choose and do it. Okay, you can select like this and select your drive and install it. I would leave as it is. Now here it is asking for license code. It is asking for a Orchestrator URL. All these things at the moment I would leave it as it is. We can do this set up slightly later. I'll leave everything as it is default. I'm not touching anything. Okay, everything remains as default, and I'm going to hit on install. Now this installation might take a bit of time. Let's wait for some time until it is complete. Now after some time, you would get a prompt. The UiPath extension for Edge has been successfully installed, but you need to close all your Edge processes for the changes to take effect. All you do, simply hit on yes. In case you have your Chrome things open, I know it will automatically close it. So let's wait for it to complete. Now you can see completed the UiPath setup. So we have downloaded and we have done the installation. After this, the configuration part comes. How do I sign in? How do I assign a license as automation developer? All of that I'm going to show you. So we have installed it and I have closed the window. I did not do anything. I just closed that particular window. The important part is now license check. Do I have the license as an automation developer? Can I start development? All these questions will be answered from here. For that, you should go back to your automation cloud, cloud.uipath.com, and log in. For me, it's staging. So once you have logged into automation cloud, all you need to do, click on this button and then click on admin and then go to licenses. In the license section, you should have automation developer named user license. This is for the developers. Okay, there's also something called RPA developer named user. You see there is a bit of differences. With this, you don't have access to the agent builder. Now here you have the agent builder access. So this is the license I would be using as a developer, as a core developer. Now I have licenses. Now, do I have license allocated to myself is the question. Okay, for that all you have to do, go to your license allocation. Just below this there is something called license allocation to user. And here you click on this card symbol. Okay, and here you would be able to see whether you got a license or not and what kind of license you have. If you have many things checked, if you want to keep it unchecked, just keep one license for yourself. You can do it. So here I have unchecked everything and I have only kept the automation developer named user because that is the license I need, and you need to hit on save. Okay, so this is the license. You should have a check mark. Now what would happen if I have the multiple licenses? Yes, you can have multiple license checked because a check mark, right? It's not option box. You can have multiple licenses checked, but it's not required, right? Whatever I want to use it for, let me use that license. Hence, I have selected the automation developer named user. If I have to need any other license, I can come here again, put a check mark. For example, I need insights designer license later. I will come here and check mark and save it. Okay, up to you. So I'm going to leave it as automation developer and I'm going to hit on save, which I have already done it. This is one way. The other way is if you have been added to a group, you can also gain access. So what are these groups? So if you click on this license allocation groups, UiPath has created certain groups for you to make it easy. Automation developer is a group. Citizen developer is another group. Automation users are another group, the attended users. Automation Express is another group. So what is this attended user, unattended user? You will understand. Okay, I will explain you later. But for now, these are the different groups which UiPath has already created. Now, if I add myself to one of the group, will I get those things? Yes, of course. So if you see this group, if anybody getting added to this group, he will gain access as an automation developer named user, which we wanted. He will also have access as a citizen developer named user. Okay, and there's another one, Automation Express. These are the couple of licenses clubbed into one group. If I add you into this group, you will have all these accesses. Now for this, to add anyone to a group, okay, if you click on edit group rules, you see this. If you click on this button, you would see this. You don't see a button to add any member here. So how do you add yourself to a group? To add yourself to a group, I will go back. I will go to this particular card, which is accounts and local groups. I'll click on this particular card and here you would see your name under user accounts. All you do, click on this three dots and click on show details. Let's say I would like to add myself to automation developer group. All I have to do, click on add membership and type the group name. Okay. So let me type it again. Automation. Okay, now it appeared. Automation developers. Okay. So if I select this and click on save, you see I have been added to this group. That means I would have access all those accesses we have seen, all the licenses. So I don't have to do this. I'll remove it again. I'll simply go with the license which is already allocated, automation developer named user. Just now I have shown it, right? Prior to that. So here if you can verify it here if you have got the license or not. Simple. So I have got the license. Now I need to sign into the development studio where we would do our actual development. For that I'll go back because I have closed that window without launching. I'll open Studio. Just type UiPath Studio and open it. Okay, the moment you open this, you would see a similar page. It is asking to provide the service URL. Now, what is the service URL? I'll go back to the home page on the cloud.uipath.com, and here the organization that you have created, right? Automate with Rakesh MVP. You would see this, whatever the organization name you have given. What you do, click on the breadcrumb symbol and launch Orchestrator. Now, what is Orchestrator? Orchestrator is a place where you would see your automations when it ran. Oh, there are many options around Orchestrator. I have a playlist specifically on Orchestrator to learn about Orchestrator. Okay, but for now, as a beginner, you don't have to worry about. Now, all you do, just follow the instructions, click on Orchestrator. Once you have opened Orchestrator, what you have to do, you see the URL has come on the top. Until Orchestrator, you copy it. Look at the highlighted hyperlink. Until Orchestrator, you need to copy it. So for you, the starting point would be cloud.uipath.com and continue. So until Orchestrator underscore forward slash, I'm going to copy this. I'll go back to the studio and I'm going to simply paste it, the service URL I have pasted here. Okay, and I'm going to hit on sign in. So what would happen? My email ID is registered. I have got automation developer access. All I have to do, you'll get a prompt like this. Simply click on open UiPath. So you can see my email ID has come, my name has come. It is pulling from Orchestrator. Okay, you are now signed in. It gave a message. I'm going to close this. I'll look. See, the studio has popped out. Now this is the window which has appeared. This is the UiPath Studio. You can go through the tutorial if you want. I'm going to close it for now and I'm going to maximize the studio. Okay, start your journey here. Okay, I'm going to just close it. Okay, anyways, I'm going to show you where you have to start. Now, if you see on the top corner, you have your name RB Rakesh Behra. So I'm going to click on this and here you see now what it's saying, automation developer. Do you see automation developer? So I have done the setup as an automation developer. I have logged in as an automation developer now. Correct. So now this is how your development studio looks like. Now, if you are the one who is interested in development, in RPA development, this is the place, this is the application or the product where you would be spending your maximum time. So learning about this product becomes a vital part as a RPA developer. So good. So far you have installed, you checked your licenses and you have logged in as an automation developer. How do you see it? Here it appears. Correct. So, and it tells you few more details. For example, it is connected to the organization automate with Rakesh MVP default tenant. So all this information also would appear. Okay. So now we have logged in as an automation developer. Now from here, our actual learning starts. Now to learn further, what should you do? I would give one small recommendation. What you can do, go to youtube.com. Okay. And then here you may search my channel, Automate with Rakesh, and go to my channel. And hi there. Recently, I have uploaded a video, UiPath Tutorial for Beginners 2025 Beginner's Guide. So in this particular video, I have shown few examples. So just now what you did, half of this video, and then rest of the half, if you scroll back, towards the end,
Here, there I have started giving examples on how to start. So you can follow this. And by end of this video, I have also told in this video what next, what is next, where can I learn from UiPath Academy, what is it, all those instructions I have provided. So you can definitely learn from all of these. Okay, so this should be your next step.